Hey guys, so today's video is all about this gorgeous piece of art right here. So it is a what's in my travel makeup bag video, and this travel makeup bag is by the one and only Vanity Collections. Vanity Collections also makes all these acrylic dividers that you always see in like my makeup organization posts. They made this, they made this, and they made this. They made everything you can see here that's acrylic. They also made this mirror as well, this Hollywood mirror. So Vanity Collections is like my #1 stop shop for all makeup organization goodies, and they have just launched these incredible travel makeup cases. So this is the mini one. They do also have a larger one as well, and they come in plain black and also in this beautiful marble print. What I love about this bag in particular is it's made out of PU, which I believe is like, it's a plastic that's made to feel like leather. So it's going to be really easy to keep clean. So it's like, it feels sort of like leathery slash plastic, if that makes sense, like kind of like vinyl. So it means you'll be able to wipe it down if you get any makeup on it or anything like that. And this is just really nice and compact and perfect for travel. So in today's video, I have put all my makeup in here that I took to America with me. Sadly, this case actually arrived when I was away on holidays, so I didn't actually get to take it with me, but it fits all the goodies I did take away with me. So I just want to show you the actual compartments in the makeup bag. So you got two main zip compartments, but inside you have additional pockets as well. So when you open the first layer, you have these two mesh netting zip pockets. So these are perfect for palettes or anything that may be too long to fit in the actual dividers in the second compartment. So I personally have like my brow products, my scissors, my tweezers, those sort of things. I have my Obsessions eye palettes. I have one of my lash boxes, and also a brush that was a little bit too tall for the actual brush area. So when you flip this bad boy up, you then have this second area here where you've got your brush flap. So as you guys can see, I've got all my other makeup brushes in here, my eye brushes, my other face brushes, foundation brushes, and they all fit really nicely. Then there's also another little zip pocket here, so you could put palettes or like compacts or a mirror, whatever you guys would prefer in that one. And then you've got the main sort of divider area. Now these dividers are all customizable in the way you wish to set them up. So it does actually have more dividers than what you guys can see there. I've just taken a few of them out. So this is really handy because you can configure the areas to suit the size of your products and the space you need for them. So I have another two little dividers here and a medium one that I have actually taken out. So you guys can customize it to fit your personal products. And then I've just divided up with like compacts in one area, bottle products in another, concealers, and then like smaller little things in this little pocket up the end here. So it's just like a really great makeup case, and the fact you can, you know, sort of use these dividers to compartmentalize things just means that when you're traveling, your makeup's not going to be jiggling about everywhere. It's going to be really secure in one place, so you're going to avoid things like breakages and damage to your cosmetics. This comes in two sizes, so this is the mini, and they also have the large travel makeup case. I feel like this size is perfect for most people, so for like your everyday person, for your everyday collection, this is going to be a great size. Mum also got one of these, and we just loaded up all of her makeup products in it yesterday, and her entire collection fit perfectly. If you're a freelance makeup artist, or if you're like the everyday gal or guy and you have somewhat of a little bit of a larger stash that you like to carry around with you, then the larger size is going to be perfect. So I do actually have the black case in the larger size, so just to give you guys an idea of the difference, it is considerably bigger, and I do actually have an entire video on the plain black makeup travel case, so I will link that one below for you guys to check out if you haven't watched it. So right before I went away, I actually got my brows freshly done. So I get my brows henna browed. So if you guys know what henna tattooing is, they now have henna brow tints, which last double the amount of time as regular tints. So I had them freshly henna tattooed, whatever you want to call them. So you don't really need much product when you've got henna in your brows, because it actually stains the skin as well as the brow hairs. So I just took away my Precisely my brow pencils from Benefit, and I used shade 2 and 3. And then also in this pocket, I just have like my tweezers for my lashes and my scissors, just in case I wanted to wear false lashes, which didn't end up happening. I did have lash extensions though, so that's probably why, but I just took my strip lashes and stuff just in case, and yeah, didn't end up wearing them at all. And I just packed my Samantha from Huda Beauty lashes. They literally like my favorite lashes at the moment. So that's the box that they come in, and that's what they look like. So they are the Samantha lashes from Huda Beauty. And I also inside of this pack some Ardell lashes, like because it's a little box, I just put a few pairs of lashes inside of it. They're now actually in this lash tray that's to the side here. So I packed those as well as some of my Demi Wispies just in case, but I didn't end up wearing them at all. So, and then same with eyeshadow palettes. I packed 2 of my favorite Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. So I packed the Coral Obsessions and also the Mauve Obsessions. I think these are definitely like my 2 favorite sort of more wearable ones out of the Obsession range. So this one here is the Coral Obsessions, which is just, it is stunning. It is so beautiful. The colors are super vibrant on the eye. Like, oh, I can't get enough of them. They are literally like, I can't get enough. I have a tutorial on it if you guys haven't seen that yet. And it's one of my favorite makeup looks ever. And then same with the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions. I have a tutorial on this as well. I've actually had heaps of requests to do some more tutorials using this particular one. So I shall get around to that eventually for you guys, but this is beautiful. These are obviously quite small palettes. I personally love them for that reason, because they are so great for traveling. You have every shade you need in them, but they're just so compact that's incredible, and it's just, you know, easy to take away with you. So I also have my large powder brush in this pocket here. It does fit in this section here, but when I put the lid on, it just sort of bent the bristles a little bit, and I would rather just keep it flat than bend the bristles of this particular one. Every other brush is fine, it's just this large one, so I just popped that one in there. But if you guys are wanting to take away a larger palette, because I understand not everyone has the little Obsessions palettes, and most eyeshadow palettes are like around this size, around the Huda Beauty full size palette size. But if you're wanting to take a larger palette, like let's say the Carnival palette from Be Perfect Cosmetics, this will fit in this case still. All you have to do is just make sure you keep one of the compartments empty, preferably the bottom one. So as you guys can see, there's a little lip here, so that'll fit perfectly just in there. Then you can shut the lid and zip it up, and it does fit really well. So if you want to take a larger palette, you're fine, it'll fit. You'll just have to pop it in that top section, which is very handy to have. And then as you flip over to the next compartment, this is where I've got like all my base products, all my brushes and everything. And as you guys can see, I have like my whole range of face brushes. So all my essential go-to brushes fit perfectly in here, except for that one really large powder brush. I've also got this zip pocket here, which I don't actually have anything in, but if I was going to put anything in there, I think I would just put a mirror. So as you guys know, I am a Sigma Beauty ride or die when it comes to their brushes. The brush is my go-to. It's all I use. I typically stick to just their brushes, one, because I know they're amazing quality, so I do not hesitate to recommend them. So they're just amazing brushes, and it's also good to be able to use like all the same brands. So when I link them for you guys, it's easier to find, like they're all in one spot, if that makes sense. So these days I personally prefer to apply my foundation with a kabuki brush, and my favorite type of kabuki brush is actually the F82 round kabuki. Is it focusing on it? There it is. So it is just a round kabuki brush. It's nothing fancy at all. I just think it applies foundation so nicely, so that's my go-to favorite. Then I have my tapered highlighting brush, which guys, this is literally one of my oldest brushes. You can see the handle is so manky and like all the writing's rubbed off just because I've had it for so long, but the actual bristles itself is as good as new. Like the brush is perfect, other than like the handle being a little bit manky. But this is the F35 tapered highlighter brush. You can use this for your cheek highlight, but I actually use this for my under eye setting powder. It is like the most perfect shape to get in around under your eye. Then in here I have my Precision P86 brush, which you guys would have seen a million times in my tutorials. I use this to prime my eyelids with my eyeshadow primer. Small contour F05 brush. This is the most perfect contour brush. So I use this to contour out my cheekbones with powdered products. I use a F04, I believe it's called, for when I want to use like a cream contour, and this is my powder contour. Then for blush, I use my F10 blush brush. So this is the F03 highlight brush. I use this one for my cheekbone highlight because it's a really nice tapered point, and it just applies highlight on your cheekbones so perfectly. I love it. Then when it comes to eyeshadow, you guys know I like cut my crease all the time. So I have an F75 concealer brush and an F70 concealer brush. And these are two of my favorite brushes to cut my crease when I'm doing like dramatic eyeshadow looks. So I had to, of course, pack them just in case, although I didn't do any cut creases while I was away. And then when it comes to eyeshadow brushes, this is sort of the collection. So my number one favorite eyeshadow brush is the E25 blending brush. This is literally just the best blending brush to exist in all of the land. It is so good. So I usually bring multiples of that one. So I actually have two there. I would usually bring like 4, but I think 2 of them are already dirty and I've already put in the bathroom. So then I have an F35 brush, which is just a larger fluffy brush. Then I have a E45 brush. I just like this usually for like inner corner highlight, or if I'm just sort of dusting like a shimmer somewhere. Then for my lower lash line, I like to either use my E30 pencil brush or my E20 short shader brush. So I find these both perfect for my lower lash line. They do a really good job of just smoking it out and really packing color along that lower lash line. So they're my two favorite for that. And then also when I'm doing a cut crease, I like to use the E21 smudge brush. This is a really tiny defined little brush that I find perfect for like once I've cut my crease. I use this to sort of run over like where the line is between the concealer and my actual shadow, just to really define the line and deepen it up. It is such a good little brush. If you guys are wanting to get into cut creases, I would really recommend getting this baby to just help like define the darkest shades in your crease when you're doing them. Such a good little brush. I like never would have realized I needed something like that until I discovered it. And same goes for the E46 inner corner highlight brush. This is literally a game changer for inner corner highlight. It is the most perfect shape and the most perfect size. It is literally tiny, like that is my finger and that's it compared to my finger. And it just packs your inner corner highlight so perfectly, and it just makes it really blinding, and it's very easy to get in around that inner corner with this little bad boy. So this one is the E32 and this is the E57, and they are just great brushes to just pack like a foiled shadow all over your lid. Yeah, they're my go-to eyeshadow brushes. So then next up, we've got all the other makeup products. So I have obviously my Sigma 3D HD blender. If you guys haven't seen or heard of these before, you must check them out. It is literally the greatest makeup sponge I've ever used in my entire life. Like nothing has compared to these sponges for me personally. Then next up, I have my favorite moisturizer to wear under my makeup. So this is a Dermalogica Active Moist Moisturizer. I can't speak. I'm nearly totally out. It's literally my favorite moisturizer to wear under my makeup. It just, makeup goes on over the top of it really beautifully. It makes my skin feel very hydrated, but not like too hydrated. Then next up, I have my favorite primer, and it's the Too Faced Hangover Primer. So this is pretty much all I've used for like the last 6+ months. In summer, I will usually gravitate towards a mattifying primer as well, which I did in fact take this one away with me, the Benefit Matte Rescue one, which I usually put on my forehead, but because I was so dehydrated while I was away, I only end up using my Hangover. Then for foundation, I took my Fenty Beauty away with me. This is a Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. When I first tried this foundation, I did not like it at all, and I'm so glad I gave it a second chance, because it is one of my all-time favorite foundations. So it's not something I wear usually in the colder months. It's something I wear in warmer weather because it is more of a mattifying finish. And when it's cool, I tend to be quite dry, so I prefer something a little bit more luminous, like the NARS Naturally Radiant foundation or the Too Faced Born This Way. Oh, and I can't forget my two favorite sprays. So of course we've got MAC Fix Plus. After I moisturize, I drench myself in this every time I do my makeup. Even if I don't show it in a video, I do this step. I never not do this step. And also while I was away, like, and I was feeling really dry, if I was wearing no makeup, I would just literally like drench myself, like right now. Oh, it's so good. So it's a really nice refreshing spray. I love it just to give my skin a little bit more hydration. And then for setting my makeup, because it was quite warm, I obviously took my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This is literally like the best setting spray. I love this stuff so much. I actually have like 2 backups of it now. They sent me a bottle with my name on it and I'm like, oh my god, I love it. So it's just a really good setting spray, and once I put all my makeup on, I absolutely drench myself with this, especially on my forehead because that's where I get really oily. So now I should probably talk about like setting powders, because before I spray my face, I obviously set my face. And my favorite powders to use to set my face are the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powders. So I use light for under my eyes and to highlight my face. I actually have been using this now, I think, for about 3 years. And then when I'm fake tanned for the rest of my face, I use the shade Medium, which is obviously a bit darker and it matches my fake tan really well. But this powder is just, it's a holy grail. I can't get enough of it. And while we're on the topic of MAC, I might as well show you guys a blush. If you guys like watch me often, then you already know. Like, I literally wear this blush whenever I do makeup pretty much. I find it really hard to switch up blushes because, I mean, blushes aren't like, they don't usually steal the show of your makeup, so I kind of don't really switch it up much, although I do have an entire drawer of blushes. I probably should. This is the MAC New Romance blush. It is like the most perfect peachy shade and it has a really beautiful sheen to it, and I've had this blush, no joke, for like 2 years, and look at it, like I haven't even hit pan on it yet. And then my 2 favorite bronzers are 2 that I use religiously. So the first one is Hoola Light by Benefit. I prefer the shade of this so much more than the original Hoola. It is just like the most beautiful undertone. It looks good on me when I'm not fake tanned. When I am fake tan, I just love it. As you guys can see, I've seriously hit pan on it, so I do need to restock on a new one. This is like one of the only bronzers I've ever hit pan on. This and the NARS Laguna bronzer, and I think I've hit pan on a Too Faced bronzer before too, but one of my absolute favorites. And while we're talking about Too Faced, I obviously have the Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, which I use religiously too. I still have the old packaging. I do have a new one in the new packaging, but I'm trying to like get through this one. I'm not even going to get rid of these though. Like, even when I use all the powder in it, I'm not getting rid of these because they don't have this packaging anymore. So I feel like it's kind of like a collector's item now. Do you guys get like that with makeup? I can't part with things that just look so pretty, and I really love the packaging of these. And I literally still have the PR box that I got sent the entire collection in. Let me get it and show you. Hang on. So over 2 years ago, when I was literally a nobody, I managed to get myself on the Too Faced PR list, and they literally sent me a giant Too Faced bronzer box filled with all the bronzers. Like, it's literally it's literally the compact in a big box, and I've never been able to part with it. It's like a hat box, and I can't part with it. So next up, we have my favorite highlighter of all time. This is an Anastasia and Amrezy. I don't think I say her name right, and I feel really embarrassed that I don't. But anyway, it's like the greatest highlighter of all time. If you haven't got your hands on it, and you still can, you definitely should, because like it is beautiful. I can wear this when I'm like pasty AF, when I'm tanned, like it doesn't matter. It looks beautiful on all skin tones. Whenever I wear it, I get so many compliments. People are like, oh my gosh, your skin is like glowing. What is that highlight? And I'm like, duh, what do you think it is? The one and only. So I took it out of the box, but next up is the Quick Flick. So if you guys, well, haven't heard of it, that's what it looks like when it's in its box. It is a wing liner stamp product. It is the only liner I use. I do not use any other liner, just this, because this stuff is literally like the greatest invention of all time. Let me show you what I mean. So I took the 10mm, and in each box comes with 2 different pens, and they have like wing liner stamps on one end. So literally, like, you stamp your wing in place with these bad boys. So let me show you. Let me make sure I'm in frame. See, it's a wing liner stamp. So that's the wing. And oh, I can't get enough of this product. Like, I literally can't do wing liner without it. And then on the other end, you have the actual felt liner, which is this. So it is everything. I love this stuff so much. There was no way I was going away without the Quick Flick. And then I just took away one mascara, and this is the Bold Bad Black MAC mascara, and it is such a good mascara. So you actually have 2 wands. So the little red lid, I can't talk. The little red lid is like a lower lash mascara wand. As you guys can see, it is teeny tiny. It is great for your lower lashes. I also really like it when you're wearing falsies, to blend like your natural lash with your falsies. And then you've got like a really nice big large mascara wand for your upper lashes as well, and it is just a really good mascara. It's very black. I just like how it applies, and I really like the packaging of this. So cute. My new favorite concealer of all time is the Too Faced Super Coverage Concealer, and I took it away in 3 shades. So light beige is like my fake tan color and what I would wear all over my face, and I did actually wear it as an all over foundation a couple of times. Vanilla is my under eye concealer shade when I'm fake tan, and then Snow is like my shade when I've got no fake tan on. So I took all 3 just in case, because the first week I was away I didn't wear any fake tan, so that's why I bought all 3 shades. Had to have my options because it's literally my favorite. And then I also took the Tarte Shape Tape away with me in Fair Neutral, because this is what I wear on my eyelids when I'm doing a cut crease. It's very matte, so I feel like it just goes on your eyelid really well. I haven't actually tried the Super Coverage on my eyelid, but this one, it's just great to use on your eyelids. It's great concealer like overall. Before I got into the Super Coverage, this was my favorite under eye concealer because it is very full coverage, but it is mattifying as well. So then next up for eyeshadow primer, I took away with me my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden. This is just a really great eye primer. I find if I don't prime my eyelids before I do shadow, my shadow will crease like a mofo and it looks terrible, so I always prime my eyelids whenever I am doing eyeshadow. Oh, I also have my Benefit Give Me Brow in the shade 3 as well, just to set my brows in place. I love that stuff. And I also have my Huda Beauty lash glue. It's my favorite lash glue. It like really holds your lash as well, and it's in black. I don't know if she has a clear or not. And then in regards to lipsticks and lip liners, I took away just a couple of shades with me. So I took my ColourPop Skimpy lip liner, which is like my favorite lip liner. I use it all the time, pretty much every time I ever wear lipstick. And then I took my Huda Beauty Bikini Babe liquid lipstick, because this is my favorite like nude liquid lipstick. It is a great color. I love it so much, and I love topping it with their strobes too. So I took the strobe Ritzy away, which is like a really beautiful gold, nudie gold lip strobe. I just love these on top of liquid lipstick. And I also took my MAC lipstick in the shade Honey Love, which is like a really nice, it's like a deeper nude. I guess you would describe it as a deeper brown nude. It's beautiful. I love it. And that's everything, guys. That's all I took away with me when it comes to makeup. That's crazy. I feel very puffed after filming it. So anyway, I'm going to quickly load this back up. Voila. That's it. That's all my goodies. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you enjoyed seeing what I take away with me when I go anywhere. That's sort of like my holy grail makeup products for travel and for when I'm away in Sydney and stuff like that. So this is just such a great little case. Like, it is not only practical, but it's aesthetically like the cutest thing I've ever seen. I am obsessed with the marble. It like fits my whole vanity aesthetic. So you guys know what I'm like. I love the vanity aesthetic, so it photographs beautifully. So for someone like me who likes to take pictures of your prized makeup possessions, and they're gonna look cute in this, and you're gonna look cute when you travel, and it's just perfect. So I'm really obsessed with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing like the little makeup case and also all the goodies I took traveling with me. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, leave me some comments below, and of course subscribe if you guys haven't already. And also guys, I am going to film my makeup collection in like the next week or 2. I don't think I'm gonna get it done this weekend because I have like a bunch of makeup tutorials I want to get filmed, but it's coming. It is coming, I promise you. So stay tuned for that if you guys like makeup collections. And yeah, thanks so much for watching to the very end, you guys. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye.